Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live, and once again it's Monday afternoon. I'm here with Dan Priest from Priest Insurance Agency, and we always talk about insurance. This morning he walked in and I said, because of the weather outside, what are we going to talk about? And you said, I don't know, do we ever know? So today we're coming up on fall, or fall's here, and wintertime will be here before you know it. The last couple years, especially 2 years ago, I think, man, we had a heck of a freeze down here. And these houses aren't made for freezes. I talked to Mike Dunn one time about what it takes to really help and save a house as far as what you can do to your pipes. And he said, David, really, it doesn't cost that much more to go ahead and wrap everything. But a lot of these houses, some of them were built before, and if we're down to 28 degrees, for 2 days like we were that one year, everything's froze up. What insurance covers that?
Well, that would be under the homeowner's policy. So we're kind of transitioning, and it looks like we've made it through that other part.
Knock on wood.
That other part, we're not even going to talk about it, and we're moving into a different season. So the season we're moving into now is truly probably where, in most cases, unless you get a straight line wind, a homeowner's policy. So what we're talking about are freezing pipes, or a washer in your faucet goes out and you're not here, and suddenly that washer is now flooding your whole house. Or worse yet, you have a hot water heater in your attic and the line going to it fails. All of that, all of that, frozen pipes, a line breaking, is discharge of water coverage. And one of the issues that are down here is that may or may not be covered in your policy, and it may or may have a limit, and it's very important for you to know what that limit is. In some policies, not all, but in some cases, like for example, if you have a vacation rental, that policy is sometimes left for a long time without somebody there exercising control in the house. So if a pipe breaks, nobody knows the damage. So sometimes insurance carriers limit that coverage to what you have, and you really need to know what package that you have and how it covers you.
Can you up the coverage? If they've got a limit of $200,000, can you up that to say, hey, I want a little more coverage than that?
That's a great question. So it depends on the occupancy, and it depends on the policy. Some of them are hard and fast. Some of them limit discharge of water to a very small amount. Sometimes it's $25,000. Some you can increase, but think about, especially in the instance of that hot water heater in the attic.
Yeah,
that's
I've never
terrible.
figured out why some of the builders put a hot water heater in the attic. Yeah. Because if the pan fails, and I know our air conditioner here wasn't put in the right way, and the float, every once in a while the float would stop the AC, and the AC people would come out, they'd have to clean it out. We've got it fixed now, but during the freeze, it was a pipe broke and no one was down here.
Right.
And so until someone drove by, and a lot of times water
turn the water off on that person's house.
Because water was coming out their front door or leaking down through the floor, no one knew. Well, when you get to that point, it's not just that area. It's insulation in the floor, it's sheetrock, it's everything, especially
paint, sheetrock, insulation in the attic that's upstairs.
It's a complete rebuild, and we saw some houses down here that they just put a dumpster in front of the house and gutted it, just like, a storm had hit. And so
it's very important for you to understand that specific coverage, because it's not always included, or it is limited, and what you may do to mitigate some of that damage. And if freezes, you know they're coming, right? You can wrap your pipes. But the other stuff, you don't always know that's going to happen. That's personally happened to me. I woke up in the morning and it was on a slab house, and I put my feet into very, very cold
water,
ankle deep water. Baseboards all through the house. Happened while I was sleeping. So it does happen. It happens here. So understand that coverage. Call and ask about discharge of water, and see how it's covered in your policy and what your limits are. You need to understand that.
Great. Well, if you need more information, or you'd like to talk to Dan, we've talked about golf cart insurance, boat insurance, renter's insurance, windstorm, flood, the whole bit. If you want to get some more information and maybe have someone, a second party, look at the policy you have, how can they get hold of you?
Call us at 409-755-7600 or look us up at priestinsuranceenagency.com.
Great. They've got a great group of girls that they do a lot of work down here. Dan's been down here, and we did a show on for generations, I guess, and so they know the peninsula, they know what we're up against down here, and they work extra hard for their customers. So we're going to head on out. Dan, thanks for joining us. Guess you're not going to be fishing today when we get done. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless. Call Priest Insurance for all your insurance needs. God bless, and bye-bye. Priest Insurance Agency has been located in the heart of Lumberton, Texas since 2001, providing a consultative approach and educating customers on how their insurance works for them throughout the coastal region of Texas. Priest Insurance specializes in the coastal region of Texas, covering home, auto, business, and recreational insurance. With ties to the coastal communities, Dan Priest has had the sand between his toes since 1972 with a home on Bolivar Peninsula in Galveston County. He survived a storm named Ike, but lost his home. With insurance coverage, his family was able to rebuild following the 2008 storm and continues to make memories beachfront. Priest Insurance specializes in the coastal communities, family dwellings, investment property, and business insurance. They've been there. Whether you're looking for or have a family retreat along the Texas coast, investment property, or a business, Priest Insurance would be honored to work with you and your family to make sure you're covered anytime trouble arises. For more information on Priest Insurance and their contact information, please visit their website at www.priestinsuranceenagency.com, or their office is open for phone calls with questions and consultation Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. by calling 409-755-7600. Priest Insurance Agency, working and educating customers, making sure they understand and have the coverage they deserve.